participate in that survey?
The study.
The study?
Well, okay, they said survey, but the study. Okay.
All right, well, I don't know all the ethnicities of the people because we didn't concern ourselves with that. We talked to people on the phone, so I do not know. I can tell you, obviously, Recorder Yarborough is an African American. The Cook County Clerk is white, though he may not be in office after 2018 because his term expires then. And the sponsor of the resolution was also white. I do not think this was a racially motivated proposal, though.
Did you want to add anything?
Okay. This question I'm going to kind of editorialize because there's a little kind of a gap as to how you get from one thing to another. And I think that this question, the person that wrote this, the question is, if the system is not broke, then what's the point? So I think they're saying, what is the motivation? And so I'll do that as a toss-up. Each of you can answer what you think is the reason, Priscilla, and then Mr. Reed.
Okay, quickly, I think, as I said, there is a cost savings, but, and that cost savings, I agree. We have a $4 billion Cook County budget. This is $1 million a year. Peanuts in terms of the entire budget. But $1 million to anti-violence efforts, to a lot of other high priority efforts that are wanting right now, that could mean a lot. The other thing I would say is that how many of you know who the Cook County Clerk and Recorder of Deeds are, and all the other 11 other elected officials, plus who our Cook County representative are. That we have so many people elected, this is one less.
So Ms. Mims brings up a great point. Lots of other counties have far smaller county governments. That is a reality. LA County has 12 in total. Right now, Cook County has 17 Cook County commissioners, each of which earns $85,000 per year. If this was about saving money, then they easily could have went from 17 commissioners down to 5 like LA County, which would have saved over $1.5 million at a minimum. That's not including their staff, just in the salaries. So if this was about saving money, why didn't they get rid of 12 of the Cook County commissioners, which is a job that we know can be done with far fewer because LA County does. So if it was truly about savings, that money was out there, but instead, they chose to choose an office that works for the people.
Wow.
Very effective.
I thank you so very much. Okay, this question is, what is the name of the, it looks like it says protected, but I think what they're asking, what is the name of this transfer of assets through the Cook County office, so that if someone wants to research that, they can do so. And can you stand so they can see you in the back?
Yes.
Been told.
So, what it was that I'm talking about is our property after death workshop. So the Cook County Recorder of Deeds, Karen Yarborough, decided a long time ago, at the beginning of this year, that homeowners needed to know about a phenomenal law which went into effect January 1st, 2012. And that law is the Illinois Residential Transfer on Death Instrument Act, which allows for you to transfer your house to whomever you want it to go to without having to have a will, without having to have a trust, without having to pay attorneys, and without having to pay legal fees. This is something which has been in effect since 2012. However, no one was talking about it, and it's because it benefits homeowners. However, Karen Yarborough, your elected, independently elected Recorder of Deeds, said this needs to change. So put together an outreach program which now helps homeowners save thousands of dollars by offering this outreach all for free. So it is the Illinois Residential Transfer on Death Instrument. If you're interested in learning about it, you can go to our website. We have a free video which explains this, but we also offer community outreaches. We're going to be in Orland on Halloween. We're going to be in a few other suburbs in November. You can come out. It's for an hour, 15 minutes. I give them, so at which point I'll see you there.
I thank you very much. One of the questions was, when will the next presentation be? So you have already responded to that.
Orland Park.
Okay. And is there, you said that you can go on the website.
Cook
County Recorder Deeds.
So if anybody's recording, please stop. But yes, so the website is cookrecorder.com. Cookrecorder.com. But that was not said as a county plug. So
okay.
I want to specify that.
All right. And because the question was, where can they read more of the details of what's entailed?
At that same
website.
Yes, as a link.
Okay, all right. And this question goes to Ms. Mims. How can combining both offices be effective when the Office of Cook County Recorder of Deeds is so functional and effective alone right now? I feel that the positiveness will eventually eliminate jobs, and Chicago will lose some very dedicated, effective, and knowledgeable employees.
Well, again, there is 4 years to plan for this, and we don't know who's going to be the Recorder of Deeds after 2020. We don't know if Ms. Yarbrough would like to run for Cook County Clerk in 2018 and combine the offices and be effective for all of the offices. So there's a lot of scenarios. I would urge you not to vote on the basis of who the Cook County Clerk is or who the Recorder of Deeds is, but just look if there can be efficiencies. And there's no doubt that there's been a lot of budget cutting in the Recorder of Deeds office. Of course, it was very large during the heyday of the 2000s with all the recordings that were done. And that can, rightly so, be cut. And I think there's no doubt the recorder has done a yeoman's job of cutting. So again, this is not a criticism of her in any way. I would say that whoever is the county clerk, should this pass, will be tasked with being as effective. And the good thing is, once programs have been started, if they are effective, they're going to continue. There's no reason or no suggestion to think that they would be cut if they are effective, because whoever will be the next county clerk in 2020 would want to get reelected, and you'd be holding them accountable.
Okay.
Did you want to say something?
Yes.
Okay. You've got 30 seconds.
Okay, so really quickly, if 8 of the other 10 largest counties in the country have combined clerks and recorders of deeds offices, and they don't have a property fraud unit, they don't have an outreach program, and they don't have a veteran services office like this office does, it's hard to believe that non-core services like those are going to stay if they're trying to save money.
I thank you so very much. And to sort of piggyback on that, there was a question here that asked about the fraud that goes on. There is a rash of property thefts once something becomes a part of the public record, which is done through the Recorder of Deeds. If there is not a very active fraud prevention department that aggressively pursues these, then there is a huge problem to the person that is actually entitled to be on the deed. Now, moving right along, I want to thank you, and I want you all to thank our wonderful presenters, Ms. Priscilla Mims and Ms.